matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
5 brings up 3rd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Patrick Queen in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
7-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 37. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Jackson now. forced out to his left. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
48,
Burrow will throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Burrow going deep downfield for Ross. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So they'll walk him back half the distance. Now it's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's a give to Dobbins. Jackson. Dobbins hit, and he fumbles. So that one will be accepted. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. And he lost the football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. This time Burrow will look to throw. Green with a catch left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Bengals nothing.
Now it's Burrow. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
The score, Bengals 7, Ravens 3. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. And that'll set them back 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Play action. It's Jackson. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion. And
his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up
a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Mixon with a first down carry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He's taken down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Mixon. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
it up. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my...
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Jackson on 3rd and long. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And Green with a catch left side. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
by the Ravens. They'll take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 9:55.
They go play action now. Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Geno Atkins, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's got to put a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Marquise Brown. Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. There to make the grab. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
At the 34-yard line.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Now Joe Mixon, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
The man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there.
Now Joe Burrow on third and long. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's second and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
Third down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Geno Atkins picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And it's 3.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second down, Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He'll buy some time right. this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Malik Harrison on the tackle.
No gain on the play.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Get ready. 19 right. Check, check. 40's mud. 40's the mud. 40's the mud. Exit, exit.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
For the Bengals.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here, as this is toward the sideline. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
36 to Mike.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
brought down at the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup.
On second down, Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Bengals 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 25 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game there on the sneak, because it all comes together. Enough space, get forward, gain yardage. Well done.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on, because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
That's to his running back, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Oh, he dropped it.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Burrow going for it on 4th. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Green once again the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. A final shot now for Burrow. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.
Bengals 14,